Heather, I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet here because I saw this in your bio and I thought it really resonated with me. Same thing. I have a great passion for wanting to see this with my clients. You said, what I want for her, you were speaking about your grandmother, and all seniors is respect, dignity, and quality of life in their golden years. I find in our line of work, we buy houses, and a lot of times the people who call us are in a situation where they're transitioning. And I'm always sad about how they've kind of been, written off and isolated. And I know we can do better than this. So tell me about some of the benefits of in-home care.
The benefits of in-home care can start with something as simple as we just discussed: transportation, taking to doctor's appointments. A lot of times scheduling and things like that fall to the wayside because there's not enough time maybe in partners or a child's life to get them to the doctors. Mm-hmm. So I handle a lot of times the actual scheduling of the appointments, getting them to the visits, getting the checkups, and making sure that they get the medications that's needed. If your seniors are living by themselves, medication reminders, making sure they are taking those medications is very important. And if you find that they're missing them, finding ways to ensure that they are taking them, whether in the morning or the evening. There's different dispensaries.
So will you do pill boxes, and then if you come once a week or twice a week, you just check to see if
you check. Some clients I see more than once a week, and I can check daily. Others would be once a week. Or you could even set up calls to remind them. I haven't had that done yet, but that's something the family could do. Say, could you call at this time and just give Susan a call and tell her to take her medication. That's something that can be done as well. If you notice changes, there are other pill dispensers out there that are automatically locked and automatically open. So there's other yes, there's different things out there
at certain times of day.
Certain times of day, and if they're
take your pill,
right, or if they're taking too many pills and not taking it at the right times, there's locks that can be done and automatically open. Technology is really becoming big in seniors' lives.
This is fascinating to me. So how much would something like that, say you're, like I was telling you, my uncle lives with us, and medication is something that's top of our mind, managing his health. And he does get forgetful about when did he take it or not. So how much would one of these little pill things cost?
Well, it depends on the level that you need. And again, I could help you find something. There's Home Care Magazine has tons of resources out there for different companies, but it does depend on the level. And if you want your smartphone to open it, or you want it to open it set on a timer, that's a lot over my head that I would have to research for you as well. But there's a lot of great items out there.
It would be great if it gave you a little a little notification as the kid.
Yes.
Hey, your dad just opened his pill case.
And I'm pretty sure there's something out there. But yes, you have to check when you call them. But there's many tools out there for that. So that's a big help.
Other benefits of it.
Benefits of cooking. If seniors are getting older, a lot of times they're not drinking as much or hydrating as much, eating the proper nutritious foods. So you can take them to the grocery store and pick out some healthy items, or as some of my seniors like a lot of sweets, cut back on some of the sweets, but prepare meals for them. A lot of times I often
find candy wrappers.
Yes, candy wrappers, or I have a client that just adores sweets. But if you go to the grocery store and you're not going to be there that evening, you can prepare a meal for that evening that's all ready for them to pull out. I did a lot with salads or sandwiches or things like that. So if you're there at lunch, you can prepare them lunch, but then you can also leave something for dinner. So going to the grocery store, shopping, the holidays are coming up, and sometimes they can't get out to get Christmas gifts, or I just ordered online Christmas gifts the other day for clients. It's coming to my house so that they live with their family member won't see it. But companionship is, I would say, the most important, and mostly what I find myself doing with, and they don't even realize it. It's a socialization. Seniors are lonely. They're isolated sometimes because they lose their keys. They can't drive cars anymore, so it's not as easy as hopping in the car and going to the grocery store where you see people. You might not even be talking to them, but you have a chance to just be out in society. So that isolation takes place because you're not out there in society, and the loneliness of just having someone to talk to. We all live in busy lives, and I know.
What about taking them to the gym? I'm really trying to get my mom and my uncle. They're in their 70s.
Yes.
I just wish they would go to the YMCA. There's these amazing programs, and I haven't figured out the secret.
Well, the secret is getting someone to get them to go. And
Heather, can you come over?
I can. I most certainly can. The Y is a fantastic place. They have the whole Silver Sneakers program. They have swim classes for the elderly that you don't have to be a swimmer. You just do water exercises. I've taken one of my clients was there every Tuesday and Thursday, and then they have the indoor track to walk around. It's and again, those are some of the things that if you live, like you have family live with you, you're working a full-time job, you're making dinner at night.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't have an hour to say, hey, let's go walk around the track at the Y, where as in-home companions can take that time and have the patience. And that's like patience is a huge thing, because when, we don't have a lot of time in our day with our family, we want to go to the grocery store and just throw things in the cart and get home. Sometimes seniors like to take their time and walk around and look and check labels and then go back. Whereas a companion has that time to give them.
This is actually huge, because I'm one of 4 daughters, and my parents live with us, and they're very independent still, but we knew that at some point, this was a good setup going into the future. But even now, like with my mom, I know she wants to go to the gym and stuff, but she won't go by herself because it's new, and she just, doesn't want to do that. But I know that if I was like, hey, I'm going to come with you once a week, and we could commit to doing that for 6 months, she would get into her own routine of it. But
you're exactly right.
But exactly what you said. I have 3 small kids. I work a full-time job.
Right.
I come home, and it's literally like my kids are barely getting chicken nuggets. Like I don't
exactly, and you're eating the leftover chicken nuggets that are on their plate. No,
so as I fold laundry and wash the dishes.
Exactly, and that again, the companion that comes into the home can help with the laundry or help with ironing or things that are done around the house, even for you. I mean, to empty the dishwasher. I do that a lot for
Heather's coming over next Tuesday.
But it's going to the Y or doing physical activity is really important for just mental stimulation, social stimulation. Again, they might not be physically in a conversation with somebody, but you feel like you're a part of the community when you're at the Y.
Yep.
It's a great place in there. And the senior centers, we have some really great senior centers in the area.
Right. The Pottstown one is phenomenal.
Pottstown,
Tri-County. Yeah.
And Phoenixville has a senior center. That's great.
Okay, how do you get over this one? I'm not going to the senior center. That's where the old people go.
Well, then you say that they would really like to have some younger people there to, you make it seem like they're bringing life to the party, right? They just have to try it. And sometimes you try things and it's not for them, and then you say, okay, that didn't work out. What should we try next? The holidays are a great time to get out of the house. There's lots of free places to go to see decorations or just walk around Macy's with the lights. There's just different things. And I am in the process of creating a to-do list in our area for myself and my staff to when we have to come up with ideas, like going to Otts to see the Mum Mountain. Are you familiar with the Mum Mountain? The Otts is right down in Schwenksville. It's a beautiful indoor greener house to walk around with waterfalls, and just getting out of the house and doing little things like that. That's considered an outing. I took a client who loves the trees. We just went for a long drive and looked at all the trees changing colors and things like. So it's things like that. But that's what in-home.
Any other benefits? I know you prepared some good stuff. So.
Peace of mind for the family is a huge one. Knowing that if they can't be there, someone that really cares for them and has their best interest is doing that in their place. Obviously, it's not a replacement for family members. It's just an extra peace of mind to say, Mom's doing well, Dad did this today, they're eating great. The refrigerator, I cleaned it out. There were a few things that were older we tossed away. It's really good peace of mind for the family. And I know I would want that for my parents if I can't be there all the time, to just know someone's checking in on them, from time to time.